Right, just been going over the Bitcoin chart from the daily again, working things out again just to get it into my head. And still very, very sure that this first move up is still a leading diagonal in a 5-wave move, and that the fifth wave, which would be an ABC, sorry, excuse me, has just extended. I did have the possible extension in, obviously, that 5 that I just highlighted there, here. That's where my original target was for it to stop. Obviously, it's burned through that, but I did say in previous videos that I'd changed my mind and we were going to go higher up, hence why this yellow box is here. I expected it to stop in there, but then it's blew through that as well, and then I did have this orange line as the top potential again, and it's just nipped through that. So I really think we're going to get the pullback now. I mean, they could just give it another quick pop up a little bit on this fifth wave here, a bit higher, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it's got the strength. The only thing is, with this ETF approval coming, they might just hover it around here for a month, just annoy everyone, just consolidate. Then when the ETF gets approved, they'll just go whack it up 4 or 5 grand really quickly, and then just drop it hard. Because that'll just catch everyone out, because everyone's going to go, crypto's going to the moon. And it's like, yeah, it is for about 2 hours. Then we're going to fucking crash it, take all your money, and everyone's going to be wondering what's going on because they haven't learned how to read charts and they just listen to these influencers who think they know what they're talking about. I'm not saying some of them don't, because some of them do know what they're talking about. Not all of them don't. But some of them are just making calls when they're not actually proving it by charting. There's a few good people on there who are charting, and they generally think the same as me. I haven't watched them in a while, but when I did, then they were similar accounts to what I've got. So basically, when we do drop, this here now is the fib retracement. So basically, we're expecting an ABC pattern to come down from the top here. Let's just say the top's in now. This is the top. This is where we'd be looking for it to come to now. So it'll probably be around about here. Then you get the pullback to here. Then we'd get the C wave down into here somewhere, into this yellow box. I'm going to extend that now as we move along. Now this yellow box I've got here, if you haven't watched previous videos, is basically where the main bulk of supporting divergences across the whole chart, even on the monthly. So it's a very important area. Sorry, my chart's so messy. But basically, when the pullback comes, I'd expect it to hold somewhere in between here and here, these two blue lines in the yellow box. So, yeah, it should hold in there somewhere, this C wave. I've got a feeling they're going to push it down to 25k or towards the bottom of here, maybe 24, 23, just to test the bottom of the support. If I zoom it out, you can see what I'm talking about there. See, the last big support is down here, right at 24. So I actually think they're going to test that. I would say that's my target for now, is just around this last bottom here, 24,500. So remember that for future videos, and that's what I think we're probably going to come down to. Some people are saying, I think Gareth Soloway said he's aiming for like 31, and that's sort of the top of this area. I mean, that's very possible. I've seen a couple of other people say that, and it definitely could do that. And we'll know more as this comes down with the count. But in terms of my prediction, I think we're going to go slightly lower, probably down to the 0.618, which will really start to flush the market. A lot of people will be selling by now who can't read charts, and they'll just be expecting it to crash hard again, probably hit 15k or lower, but I think it will hold the 25 area and probably go back up. But again, can't really tell until we get closer to the time. I mean, like I said, we could still have another high here yet, so you just never know. It's so extended though. If they do give us another high here and keep pushing it up a bit, I don't think it's going to. Personally, I don't think it's going to, because it's another month to the ETF approval. It's too long. What I'll probably think to do is the next month we'll come down in this A wave here. And then when we come down in this A wave, the ETF approval will come out and they'll slam it up in the B wave. Probably put it pretty high, so maybe towards the all-time high. So people are thinking, oh, the ETF approvals will buzz in. Then they'll drop it into the C wave after the ETF, after they've bounced for the ETF approval. That's a very possible route as well. But again, we'll just have to wait and see. But that's my Bitcoin update for now. Not much else I can really say. We're either going to get an extension or we're not, and we're going to go down in an ABC pattern.